Describing motion. This is the first chapter of 8th standard in physics. What do you mean by motion? A motion is change in position of a body with time. So for example, this is a car. So when you start the car, it will go from one position to another position. So there is a motion in this car. Motion can be described in terms of distance moved and displacement. So motion can be explained in two terms. One is distance. One more is displacement. So what do you mean by distance? Distance is simply nothing but how much you travel. For example, this is you. You go from your house, go to the milk booth, get milk and come back to your house. So if the distance between your house and the milk booth is 200 meters, your distance is 200 plus 200, 400 meters you have traveled. But your displacement will be 0 because you go and then come back to the same position. So there is no change in the location between the starting point and the ending point. That makes distance different from displacement. So distance moved is the actual length of path travelled by the body. Displacement is the length of the shortest path travelled by the body from its initial position to the final position. So if this is the location, for example, this is a monument and there is no direct bus or train from your house to this monument, so you go from some other city and then come back here. But this is your house. So the shortest distance between your house and this is the displacement. Displacement is always equal to or lesser than the distance. If a body starts moving in a straight line from origin O and moves back to C and then reaches A, then moves back and reaches C through B, then distance travelled is 95 km. Displacement is 25 km. Just a small calculation which is very simple. Uniform and non-uniform motion. Uniform motion if a body travels equal distances at equal intervals of time. So we'll give examples of uniform motion. This is a planet. It moves around the sun at regular intervals. So it is a uniform motion. Another uniform motion, not that very uniform but uniform, your heartbeat. Your heartbeat is also a uniform motion. Any other uniform motions, occurrence of day and night, those are also uniform motions, happening of day and night. Non-uniform motion, if a body travels unequal distances in equal intervals of time, it is said to be non-uniform motion. So one day you go to school by 7 o'clock. Why you will go by 7 o'clock? Because exam is there, you will go by 7 o'clock. Another day you will get up late and you will go by 8:30. One more day you will be very ill, so you will think of not going to school, but still you have to go because you are in 10th standard, and then you will go by 9:30. So the motion which human beings have is mostly non-uniform motion. Speed, if a body is the distance travelled by the body in unit time. Speed is equal to distance by time. Simple formula, every child will know. Average speed is the ratio of total distance travelled by total time taken. So average speed is equal to total distance travelled, that is 500 plus 60 plus 50 it keeps going on, keeps on adding and then divided by the time. So that is average speed. Speed with the direction. The rate of motion of a body is more meaningful if we specify its direction of the motion along with the speed. The quantity which specifies both the direction and the motion of the speed is velocity. So here they are describing about velocity. What do you mean by velocity? Velocity is nothing but speed plus position and direction. It is a vector quantity. Whenever direction and positions are involved, you have to know the direction actually. Then it is vector quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity. Acceleration is a vector quantity. So vector means direction is involved, whether it is in this direction x axis or whether it is in some other axis or whether it is in z axis. So all these things are involved. So displacement, acceleration, velocity, all these things are vector quantities. That means they are very much interested in the direction of motion. Direction of motion. Okay. Since velocity has both magnitude and direction, it's a vector quantity. Magnitude and direction. Average velocity is the ratio of the total displacement to the total time taken. Total displacement means it should be the shortest distance between the 2 points. It has to be very geometrical, accurate and perfect. Average velocity is also the mean of the initial velocity u and the final velocity v. So average velocity, what do you mean by velocity? Velocity is something in which the direction is involved, magnitude as well as direction. So initial velocity plus final velocity. U is the initial velocity. Initial velocity in the sense, for example, you have an object with you. You have a ball in your hand. So initial velocity of the ball will be 0. That means it won't have any speed in itself. When you throw the ball, it will have another velocity. So that is the final velocity. Sometimes an object will be in motion. You will bring that object in motion like a spinning thing. So it will be in motion and again you will make this moving object come to rest. So here the initial velocity will have high magnitude whereas the final velocity will be 0. All these are different examples. Average velocity is the ratio of the total displacement to the total time taken. Total displacement by the total time taken. Distance by time was speed, whereas average velocity total displacement by the total time taken. Average velocity is always the mean of the initial velocity and the final velocity. So u plus v average will be the average velocity generally. I think this much is enough for today. Tomorrow we'll do the graphical work.